Hey, it's Darren Steele with Leading from Human-Heartedness, and something just occurred to me. It is Wednesday, November the 6th. The election results in the United States have shown Donald Trump winning pretty much everything by the looks of it. And, well, I'm in Canada. There's a feeling of helplessness and worry and fear and sorrow and sadness. And it's so easy to want to get angry. But I was trying to think, what could I say that might be helpful? And something that I have found in the Tao Te Ching is this aspect of unconscious goodness as a way of how we lead ourselves and how we can show up in the world to make a difference, to lead from our wisdom, from our insight, from our skills, and to guide others. And without demonizing the other side, it just made me think, not so much answering the question, where did this anger come from for people to vote for Donald Trump? Because that certainly is the rhetoric and what's been showing up, this anger towards the left, this anger towards the woke, this anger towards anyone who isn't going to support Donald Trump, and without getting into all the other individuals. And anger is selfish. Now, you could be angry because someone hurt you directly, or you could be angry because you think someone has taken something away from you or is going to take something away from you. Anger blocks goodness. And without defining exactly what goodness is, perhaps we could agree on this simple definition: the meaningful, thoughtful, conscious respect and the recognition for another person as deserving of your kindness. And kindness in the sense of not looking at them in a bad way, not thinking of them in a bad way, not judging them or prejudging them. So this is my thought. This is my insight for today, that those of us who do not support Trump, and as a Canadian, I'm concerned what might be happening in Canada with other people and politicians and people who are anti-LGBTQ, what they're going to take from this win that will embolden them to embrace their anger more and to say, these people are not like us. These people are causing the problems. We have to look at what is deficient. Again, not to demonize, not to say anyone is less than or better than, but what is deficient is this unconscious goodness, this lack of any kind of virtue for kindness, for loving kindness, for open-heartedness, for human-heartedness. There are a lot of individuals, Brene Brown is a great example. There are a lot of quote unquote spiritual teachers that talk about how we can connect with other people, looking them in directly in the eye, listening to what they have to say, trying to frame back to them what they're saying in their own words to try and understand what they're saying, so that they recognize we understand and we hear what they're saying without us imposing any kind of criticism or judgment, even if we don't agree with them. This is the long, hard road, the long, hard path up the very steep mountain to protect ourselves, our rights, our humanity, and our dignity from being taken away before things maybe have to go and take a direction of violence. So it's not so much a passive resistance as an active resistance, one based in leading from goodness and trying to help the people that feel they've somehow been disenfranchised to be open to hearing another message. So I'll stop there because there's so much more to talk about this. There's so many more actions or practices or ways of thinking about this that can help. Because right now, if you are feeling helpless, I was feeling really shitty this morning. I allowed myself to feel that, knowing I needed to experience that, knowing that I would get over it, knowing that I would start to think about what it is I'm going to do, how I'm going to help others in my own leadership, and in being the change that I want to see in the world. So perhaps lick your wounds today, recover and take care of yourself, and then start journaling about what are you seeing as the deficiencies? What has been missing? How can you help to make a difference going forward? Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.